Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the middle of March. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Pisces, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Pisces. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, let's go ahead and get all these cards out here, and then we'll make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into it for you. I am using a different table, so just give me a second here to make sure we're all set up. I think that looks just about right for right now. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is definitely a card that you would want to see in a tarot reading. You know, this person here on the card is happy, they're joyful, they're holding their cup up. Things are presumably going well in their life and they are emotionally satisfied right now. They are emotionally content. In fact, this is one of the major fulfillment of a wish cards. Okay, this is one of the major wish cards in the tarot. And so if you've been hoping for something, if you've thrown a wish out to the universe, to get the Nine of Cups, it is definitely a good sign that that situation could be turning around for you, or that situation could be coming in. You know, this can talk about feeling totally happy. In fact, this person is not only having a wish come true, but they're also successful. You can kind of tell that, you know, they own this small business, people are coming in to their pub, people, you know, they have clients, they have customers. This is all very good energy here. And so, you know, for some of you here, you're having wishes coming true when you have this Nine of Cups on the bottom. I'll be interested to see what this is about. For many of you, this is around creating financial independence in your life in some ways, getting financially fit. I definitely feel like this is possible for you here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, as well as the Nine of Cups on the board. Taking a look here, we have two nines as well, which is definitely an energy of power and close to something being completed in your life. And actually, Moon 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, so we have 999 energy here. So definitely, it's like this idea of something being close to being completed in your life, something you've been wishing for. But let's dive into what that might be. So in the middle here, in your overall message, you do have the Moon. So for some of you, you know, there's a couple different ways that you could go with this Moon card. The Moon is, on one hand, an energy of intuition. Okay, as you can see, the water symbolism here, the moon, you know, the phases of the moon and the moon cycles, you know, these are deeply intuitive times in our lives. And so this is an energy heavily associated with intuition. This could also be your card. Some people do associate the moon with Pisces. It could be any water sign. I like to associate the moon with the actual moon. I like to associate you, Pisces, with the High Priestess, but this could certainly be you showing up here in the middle. And in fact, that does make sense to me, because we had this sort of opening message of a dream coming true or a wish coming true with that Nine of Cups. And, you know, to put you there in the middle definitely makes sense. For some of you, you're having something come through. The other thing about the moon is it can say that potentially there is something that is not exactly as it appears in your life. And so just a word of caution sometimes when you do get the moon. Like, I feel there's something maybe around a purchase that you're looking to make. I would say double check all figures, double check paperwork. Just be sure that this is, like, you're clear on what it is that you're actually buying or you're signing up for, something along those lines. Now, in the past, you have the Six of Wands, the Hanging Man, and the Seven of Wands. So you have the Six and Seven of Wands here. When I get these two cards, these cards obviously come one after the other. And so when I get that type of energy, to me, it always says that situations are progressing in your life. Things are moving forward in your life. You have this Six of Wands here, which is all about some sort of big victory and success. This could even bring about public recognition into your life. This person has been successful over the conflict and the challenge of the Five of Wands, and they're now kind of be going forward through this sort of, they're now being publicly recognized and they're now being victorious. This can talk about you exceeding expectations, really good things happening in your career life as well. The Wands is the suit of career, business, and enterprise. And so it can certainly talk about how for some of you, you've had some career success here. You know, this may be even something relating to getting a higher paying job or moving up in your organization, which we'll talk about here a little bit more because you do have some indicators of that. But I do feel like some of you have been successful. Now, what's interesting here is you have this Seven of Wands with it as well. The Seven of Wands comes after the Six of Wands because the Six of Wands brings such huge success over a conflict or a challenge that now with the Seven of Wands, people want what you have. You've been extremely successful here. And now you can see that people are kind of coming after this person because of all of their success. These people that are kind of coming after them with the Wands, they want what they have, right? They want to be successful. They want the success that this person has had. And so it talks about you needing to really stand your ground, needing to really stick up for what you know is true and what you believe to be true for you. And so this energy of standing your ground. You do have this hanging man here as well, which is this idea of this person needing to embrace transformation, needing to embrace change. They're kind of hanging on by a thread here. They're not really giving themselves much room to grow and prosper because they are kind of just staying where they are. And so the hanging man really needs to undergo a transformation in their life. And so it's all about letting go. The hanging man's all about letting go. So is there something here in your life from the past that you need to let go of, Pisces? That's what this message is about, because I feel like in letting go, you're bringing in this Nine of Cups, you're bringing in this wish energy, you're bringing in this new opportunity here, which we're going to talk about now. So in your current situation, you have the World, the Moon, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the World is the completion of a cycle. So for many of you here, you're like right at the edge with the Moon, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. You're like right at the edge of something happening. You're at the precipice of the mountain. And the World represents you actually summiting the mountain. The World represents you completing the task, completing the cycle, closing out old chapters, and getting ready for new chapters to begin. It is the last of the major arcana, and it says that you can expect to have some sort of big victory, big completion. So we're getting a couple themes here, right? We have this Six of Wands victory, we have this World victory, we have this wish coming true, we have this Ace of Pentacles, which we're going to talk about in just a second. We have you showing up here potentially in the middle with the Moon energy. The hanging man could be you as well. It's maybe Neptune energy, but you know, we have all of these sorts of confluence, all of this confluence here around completions, being close to completing something, potentially actually going through it, and also a victory. You have this Ace of Pentacles as well, which can represent new beginnings in finances, new beginnings in money, even new money being brought forward or being made available to you in some form. In some way or some form. This can also talk about like signing off on formal contracts or documents. It can represent making big purchases, especially if the purchase is an investment, such as a home or, you know, something, real estate, an investment, something like this here with this Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like you might want to just double check everything with the Moon if you're going to do that. I'm not telling you not to do it, but I'm also just saying like the Moon's energy could say like, hey, you might just want to double check on whatever it is that you're looking to make a purchase on. Now in the future, you have the Tower, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this Tower card, I'm not really concerned about it for you because you have it you have it paired with very good energy. So this Tower can represent some sort of like big abrupt change happening. It can represent a major revelation happening in your life. And for you, I think this is more about an understanding and a revelation coming forward, as opposed to something negative or something, you know, like a doom and gloom. I don't see this being a doom and gloom scenario for you. The reason being is you have this with not only Nine of Cups on the bottom, but you also have this with the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent your workplace or the organization that you're a part of, places that you work, anything like that. And the Nine of Pentacles can represent financial independence and also, by default, abundance. In fact, this person here has an investment vehicle. This bush represents some type of investment vehicle because the bush presumably regrows or regenerates the pentacles. And so you can think of the Nine of Pentacles as a card of like passive income, investments accruing interest or investments appreciating in value. This can also just talk about general financial independence, and this could come through an organization. Like I said, you've been victorious here, you've been successful in the past, you're standing your ground, you're realizing that it's okay to be successful, and now you have this situation with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, which is a really good combination where, wishes coming true, but also potentially, new money being made available as well with this Ace of Pentacles and this Nine of Pentacles. So doing something like that. The Hierophant can also represent something that's traditional in your life, such as marriage, but let's go ahead and start to clarify. Now, I've already gone ahead and shuffled these cards to save time. So you have this Knight of Wands, you have the, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Okay. So, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So this Knight of Wands, some of you are getting ready for a move here. This could absolutely represent a move to a new like a new apartment or a new house, because we have this Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, you being victorious, you kind of triumphing over something. This idea of a wish come true. For many people, home ownership is a wish. And for some of you here, this could involve a move to that. The Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands rather, almost always comes forward when you're ready to move residence. The thing is, there is a chapter ending here as you have this Ten of Swords and the World. And so it's almost like there's this maybe bittersweet energy. But at the end of the day, ultimately, I do feel like many of you will be celebrating here. You have this Three of Cups. You can see the three friends or the three sisters here sort of all showing up their cup, sort of like celebrating, letting go, letting loose, having an amazing time. And this can represent joy, happiness, good times with others. It can represent, I think for many of you, ultimately you'll be celebrating, and I think ultimately you have this peaceful situation coming in as well with the Four of Swords, which can represent rest, recovery, peaceful energy, peaceful situations, anything like that. But I do feel like there is maybe also a challenger here present with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Wands, and it's because you have been successful and people are seeing you be successful, and now there's this like challenger showing up potentially as well with that Three of Cups energy. Let's see what else we have here. So we're going to use the Kipper. Many of you have requested that I bring the Kipper back, so I'm going to be doing that. So you have Privileged Lady House, Unexpected Income, you have Judication, Message, and Courtship. Okay, so let's take a look at what's on the bottom. I just felt like doing that. You also have Pathway, which is your true north or your true destiny in this lifetime. So looking at this reading here, for some of you, you're going to get the news you've been looking for with this message, the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I'm also not surprised to see the house. I talked about real estate. I talked about potentially some of you moving. Some of you definitely getting your dream house or your dream location or something like that is coming through for many of you here with that energy. And that house card just confirms it for me. Judication, this can just represent legal contracts or like needing to do like formal work, especially as you have this Ace of Pentacles. So I think that's also being implied. I think some of you are maybe signing a mortgage or doing documents or something along those lines. But this could be a gossiper. The Privileged Lady could be a gossiper with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Wands together, because it's because someone's seeing you do well. And other people sometimes have a hard time handling that. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting. You have this unexpected income with the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, it's like a pay bump or a pay increase, or there's something here coming forward around money that looks very, 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 very good with the Nine of Pentacles. And this could even be you getting a new job with the Courtship card. It could mean that somebody's interested in hiring you, someone's interested in your skill set or something like that. I was not getting a whole lot of love energy. So I think it's more about career opportunities. But yeah, really like this for you. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.